cheers? What's cheers in Polish?
I don't know. Like, we have, for like eating, you say smacznego, like bon appetit.
Okay.
But what do we do? Oh, you say na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
Yeah, something like that.
Polish is weird. Alright, well, g'day, Tymon. What's going on? What are we doing here?
We're at SSL.
Yeah.
Just chilling, waiting for a photo shoot.
Is that what's going on? I thought it was a rehearsal.
Yeah, we're doing that later. But
Okay.
I think a bunch of the Chinese cubers are doing the photo shoot now, and then it's me, Timothy, and Theodore doing one, and then I think another batch of people are doing it, and then
Okay.
it's the rehearsal.
And then it's a rehearsal. Okay. Well, yeah. Like we're in China. I mean, look at this hotel. Like,
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's kind of insane. They're always pretty unbelievable. We're in Guangzhou, in a pretty central city. Like, I mean, I'll show you outside later, but it's kind of crazy. What do you think of China?
I'm loving it.
Just like
It's so
the
nice.
country itself. Forget about the cubing. Just
Well,
the
I'm
country
only here for the cubing usually.
Okay.
I haven't seen that much, but like, it's pretty great.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's
I'll
like,
see more like next week. I'll be traveling around to the comps.
Yeah, and I love just being able to get taxis around or DDs.
Yeah.
And it's like nothing.
And it's like $2 to get somewhere. It's insane.
Yeah, we wanted to go get Macca's earlier, so then we got in a DD to go to Macca's because it was like a 10-minute walk away, but it was raining.
It was absolutely pouring it. Yeah.
And then on the way back, I was like, it's not raining. Let's walk. And then it started raining, so we got very wet.
Yeah, we got soaked.
And we
Me and
did get
Sujin were sharing an umbrella, trying our best to
Not
survive.
put that on Instagram. You're just like waddling along.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Also, Sujin in Crocs, just completely getting his socks soaked.
I didn't really do much planning for this. We were just kind of hanging out earlier. We're like, we should kind of film something, and like this is just like a perfect set. I love that the last podcast I recorded was in a tent, and now we're in like
Yeah,
a
you've
luxury.
upgraded a lot.
A
You
luxury
went from
hotel.
a campsite with sprinklers spraying on your tent to a 5-star hotel.
All right. Well, we're at SSL season 5. Talk to me a little bit about your experience at previous SSLs and what it's kind of been like.
Well, the first two I went to were like, I mean, it's just really fun. Like, I remember the first one, I heard what the format was going to be. And then Felix was messaging me before Worlds, and SSL was the week after Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And he said something about Worlds, and I remember just telling him, like, Worlds doesn't matter, because SSL is after, and like the format is better. It's going to be so much more hype. It's in China. And then I won that SSL, so that was really fun.
Yeah, I do remember that one. Just a little bit of context quickly. SSL is GAN's like it's called Smartcubing Super League. So I think it was invented as a way of like marketing their smart cubes and trying to make those bigger. And the smart cubes are awesome now.
They're really good.
They just turn like speed cubes.
Yeah, because what they do pretty much every year is I guess they kept it on the GAN 12 for a while, but
yeah,
they take like their best 3x3 and they make that 3x3 a smart cube. So it's just like a
and
perfect
it's basically the
cube.
same.
Yeah.
It's like a bit heavier.
I think a lot of people actually prefer the Smart Cube. You can't use it in the VCA because it has electronics, but like it has a slightly different weight distribution and stuff, and like slightly different magnets sometimes. So
yeah,
it's just a bit different, but it's pretty much just like turns like a really good 3x3.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, this is season 5 of Smartcubing Super League. SSL.
Yeah, I think season 1 was online. I didn't do that one.
Yeah, that would have been like COVID times, I think. I think that at least that was like China only. And then 2023
I think Matty did that one, but I didn't get invited.
The West didn't really see anything of that.
Yeah.
And then 2023 was the World's one. That's the one you won. And you popped off and you were really sick.
I was unbelievably sick, yeah.
And then 2024...
Yiheng won that one. He just like demolished everyone.
But like you still made the finals. Like
that was an interesting one because in group stage I lost to Yufeng, and then like the next day was the bracket
that was
stage.
like before Yufeng was good.
I mean,
Like,
he was pretty
decent,
good, but he wasn't like top 3 in the
GOAT.
world yet.
Yeah.
I was just having like a really rough comp, and then I lost to him in group stage, and then on Sunday the bracket stage started.
Yeah.
And like round 1, I go against Schwani, and I just get completely bodied. Like he destroyed me. And then I did like a lower bracket run and got to finals. I beat Schwani in the semifinals. That was really cool. And I think I had like I was down 3-1 against Ruihang in the second set. He was up 1 set, so he had like 3 match points.
Yeah.
And I won that set, and then I won the next one as well. So like, in the same comeback. That was really fun.
That was so hype. Yeah, like that was the one I was at.
Yeah.
And I was just like there, just like losing all my rounds.
You didn't win a solve, right?
I didn't win a solve.
Yeah.
And then just filming everything and and that was...
You just threw on purpose so you could document the experience.
Yeah. And then I had like my one successful YouTube video.
Yeah, it's a good video.
And then last year, so season 4, they kind of like switched it up a little bit. They kind
that
of
was a bit
pivoted.
weird. They did like 2 teams, but it was like 1v1 matches between the teams.
So from like an outside perspective, because they didn't invite me to that one, I was still a little bit salty about that. They seem to pivot from it being like an elite speed cubing event to more of like a convention, involve like the community kind of like experience.
Yeah, it was less of a competition and a bit more of just like, let's have some fun.
Yeah. Did you have fun? Did it work?
Yeah, it was fun, but I mean, I'm a competitor at heart, so I definitely preferred the other years, and this year they're doing both, so I think that's perfect. Like, I'm really excited for both the competition and the fun events.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good mix.
So like we've both had a little bit of a look at the schedule, and it's like it's jam-packed. It's a jam-packed schedule. So I had a quick chat with Ming, who's like the lead organizer. There's I think 370 competitors because there's like an open category that you can qualify through SSL, but it wasn't like qualifying like you would get the whole trip paid for kind of thing.
Well, yeah.
Like it was in 2024. So that's happening all throughout.
Well, because the qualifying is in person, so. Right?
No, qualifying was on the app.
I see. Okay.
And I think there's different categories as well. So it's like there's people who will be averaging a minute there. And then on the side stage, there's like the fun events. I think there's like a 2x2 exhibition thing because Sujin Feist is here.
Yeah.
The GOAT of 2x2, which is kind of crazy. Like they've brought him out to do some 2x2 thing. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. Then there's like this match where I think it's teams of 5 with like 2 gurus and 3 community people.
Yeah.
And then you go against another team, and then you get like power-ups and stuff, and it's like making...
One of the power-ups is really funny. It's like you can only use your like 2 fingers of one hand, so it's like you can only turn the cube like this.
I just can't wait to see like Zhuan Yi against some guy who averages like 30 seconds, and then they use like that. I don't know. I'm really excited to just kind of see the chaos of it all.
Yeah.
And I think it's really fun, like taking these world-class speedcubers like yourself and Zhuan Yin, like Yufeng or whatever, and then just making them do stupid things with a cube.
Yeah, another of the challenges is like 3x3 of gloves. That's a good one.
Glove. I don't know if it's actually gloves or like oven mitts and a mistranslation.
Yeah.
Because 3x3 of oven mitts has been done quite a bit. Dylan, like you did it at Euros, right?
Yeah, I did.
It was kind of fun.
I got like top 20.
That's huge. That's huge.
Huge. That's my best result at Euros, I gotta say.
Yeah, and then there's also, I think there might be some Square One showcase thing. There's like the Gurus, like seeding tomorrow night, and then there's the like, I don't know. Then there's
Saturday tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I
yeah,
think
so it's like the Swiss stage to determine the top 8, and then the top 8.
And then, do you know how many are in the Swiss stage?
I think it said 25.
Okay.
I don't know how that works with 25 people.
I don't know. I should probably read up on.
It might be like 25 plus some qualifiers or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think it seems like they're experimenting a lot with the format. You've obviously competed a lot in different speedcubing events and like high level competitive events. What's been your absolute favorite event to do?
I think the format this year is like actually very similar to the one they did the first year that was in person.
Okay.
I think that was really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that first year, that was like the average, the BA05.
Yeah,
right?
the format of the matches themselves was different, but like the tournament format, I think.
Yeah.
Is,
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing this year actually.
I think it's kind of like Monkey League sets.
Yeah, so it's like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably. Like first to 4 wins to win a set, and then like best of 3 sets. It was.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. All right. Well, you've got some notes here.
Yeah.
Things you wanted to chat about. I'm just kind of spewing nonsense because I've been awake for way too many hours.
Yeah.
What have you got to talk about?
Well, so Yufeng is the GOAT. I haven't actually seen him cubing here, but like
You've just decided he's the GOAT?
No, I've just been looking at his WCA results, and it's like, oh, dude, it's unbelievable. He had a comp, like I think a few months ago now, maybe like 2 months ago, where it's a 4-round comp.
Yeah.
And he gets sub 5 average all rounds.
Yeah.
I think his worst average was like 4.7 or something. And I think he had another one of those recently, like 4 rounds pure sub 5. And it's like, he's getting so many like 4.3, 4.4 averages. Like, I think he's going to get sub 4 average soon.
Yeah.
He just hasn't had like a really lucky average. But it's like, I think he's averaging like mid 4 now. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's so far. Do you think you can keep up with him?
Maybe, I don't know. Like, at the moment, he's better than me, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's obviously like improvement kind of goes in waves, so who knows?
Who knows?
And then Yishen, who I think he's 6 years old.
I think he's still 6, yeah.
Yeah. He's also insane. Like, he just keeps improving his PR.
What's his
so
average
consistently.
right now?
So 451. So I think when I was in Switzerland like a month ago competing, I think the week before that he got 460. Wait. No, it was like some other time. He got when I was in Switzerland he had 461. I had 462.
Yeah.
And then he got 461, so he beat me by 0.01 like the week before I was competing.
Yeah.
And then I got 449.
Yeah.
And then I think when I was at Euros, so like 2 weeks after that, he got 451. So he almost beat me again. And like, he just keeps improving his PR by like very small margins, but he does it so consistently. Like, it's unbelievable.
What do you think of his solving?
I don't think I've seen it actually.
You don't think you've seen it? You've not watched his solves?
Yeah, I don't think I've had it like on my YouTube page or anywhere. I haven't seen like a video of it.
Alright, well, we'll get your thoughts on that after.
Soon, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
sit
see
you
it,
down.
like, today or tomorrow.
We'll call him up, get him in here, and watch his solves. And I mean, also, what's her name? Yunji Lian, who's also 6. She's sub 5 now.
Yeah.
She's younger than Yishen.
So I think I saw her with Yishen earlier today, and I was curious, like, who's that with Yishen? And Timothy like knows everyone here. Yeah. So he's like, oh, that's her, and shows me her WCA page. I was just like, what is going on?
I think I'm pretty sure she's just sub 5.
Yeah, it's like some random person to me, like that I've never heard of, because there's so many Chinese competitors that are really good now.
She made Guangdong finals.
Yeah.
But she didn't make it very far in Guangdong finals, but she was just like stoked to be there.
Yeah. But like, there's so many fast Chinese cubers, I can't like keep up with all the new ones. Yeah. And then he shows me her WCA, and it's like 4.8 average. Like, how is this happening?
How have you never heard of someone?
Yeah.
4.8. Yeah.
Like, if someone from anywhere that's not China gets a 4.8 average, I would know their name like for the rest of my life. Yeah. But someone in China gets like a high 4 average, and I don't even hear about them. Like, it's insane.
Like, Dong Yizi walked past us earlier, and I'm like, yo, it's a slow turning demon, because Dylan and I have talked about him on the podcast before, and you were like, who's that? Yeah, like, and I think he has like 4.7.
I've seen his name on WCA and stuff. Like, I know of him, but I didn't know what he looked like.
Yeah. It's insane. Like, I think if we go back to like when you first got 3x3 WR average, what end of 2021,
Yeah.
and like what 509, and that was like ridiculous back then.
Yeah, it like brought the average down by like point
Two, yeah, like 0.23
something,
or
yeah.
whatever. And like 509 was like, whoa, that's crazy. And then you got
Yeah.
sub 5, and that was like, whoa, that's
and that
crazy.
didn't get beaten for like a while.
Yeah.
It stood for like almost a year, I think.
Yeah, until like 2023, I
Yeah,
think.
like,
That's when Yiheng.
like early to mid 2023.
Yeah. And now in 3 years, we've gone from high 4 to 3.5.
But also, I think that's like a lot of that is due to Yiheng because he, like, I think when people see that a time is possible, like, they start doing it. Like the sub 4
Yeah.
mile thing, classic.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows what I'm talking about by now, but it's like when you have the world record, it's like hard to imagine doing something faster.
Yeah.
But when someone else has done it already, it's like way easier to get there in a way. And
Yeah.
Yiheng, like when he got world record, he just kept improving it, like Yishen is doing right now with his PR.
Yeah.
Like Yiheng did that, but it wasn't PR, it was a world record.
Yeah.
Yiheng got, I think it was like 4.7 or 4.6 when he got
Yeah,
world
and
record
he had
for
a
the first time.
mid-scramble one, I think.
That was 4.7, yeah. And then he just kept beating it and kept beating it. He got like 10 or 15 of the world record averages.
Yeah.
And he brought it all the way from it was 4.8 when I had it. He beat it.
486.
So
yeah.
he went from 486 to like 3.9 in 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Well, I mean, now they got like Yiheng Zhuanyi rivalry. Obviously, Zhuanyi took it and then improved it, and then Yiheng like smashed it with 351.
Yeah, but this one he like got close recently.
He got a
4.6.
BPA, yeah. Who, I want a Tymon bold prediction, who's ending 2026 is number 1.
I mean, either of the two or Yishen.
You reckon it could be Yishen?
I mean, Yishen is improving so fast. It's like a maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. Well, at what point do you think Yishen will be in the same tier as Yiheng and Zhuanyi? Not
I
necessarily.
would put Yufang in the same tier as them at this point. Like,
You reckon?
it's at least close.
Close,
He's getting there because
yeah.
it's like, yeah. I mean, his official average is like, I feel like it's bad for him.
Yeah.
So he's gonna
Yeah,
get there.
I feel like I watched his PR average the other day, and he like finished it, and he was just like
Yeah, exactly.
disappointed. I feel like he's gonna be disappointed until he gets sub 4 at this point.
At least, yeah.
Something Matthew Mayernick, the Millisecond producer, has been like bringing up is he reckons Yishen is gonna be top contender, if not the favorite, by the time it gets to Worlds next year.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you never know because it's like, not everyone is like Yiheng where they just keep improving forever.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be like a different kind of prodigy to do that, you know? But so far, Yishen has been doing it, so maybe he's like that. We'll
Maybe
see.
it's like that. Do you think hand size, like, do you think it will becomes a restrictive factor when you get so fast?
As in, too small or too big, like
Too
in their
small.
case? I mean, it probably inhibits them a little bit, but I think the main thing is around Yiheng's age. Is Yiheng like 13 right now?
I think it's 12.
Yeah, I think around that age, there's a big growth spurt of the fingers.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you get really good at turning before that, it's probably quite hard to like keep adapting your turning through that growth spurt.
Interesting.
And I'm sure it also like happens at different ages for different people and stuff, but
Yeah.
around like 14 or 15, your hands stop growing basically.
Yeah.
So like at that point, if you've like made it to there, you're fine. Like you're gonna be turning for a long time.
Yeah.
But I would imagine like it can be hard to adapt your turning as your hands are changing size.
Interesting.
I think that's happened like in some instruments, like when people get like when there's like really young prodigies in music,
Yeah.
they sometimes have issues adapting to the changing hand size.
Ah.
Because you get like the muscle memory, and then you have to change the muscle memory for like your different hand, you know.
yeah, I don't know. It's like stuff like that is like I feel like not many people have thought about it, like sat down and thought about the fact that you're growing up, your hands are growing. It's the way you turn the cube's going to be different, and I feel like with Zhuanyi, like the rotation thing.
Yeah, the rotation thing.
I think that's a product of small hands.
Maybe.
And not being able to like if you if his hands are smaller, he can't like I think he just can't do a normal or couldn't
No, but
do
I
the
think
normal
that
rotation.
the normal rotations that people do is like a jump, like you're throwing the cube.
Yeah.
So I don't think it actually matters that much.
But then maybe the cube's just so big that it's hard to do that jump, like you just kind of fumble it.
No, but I mean the cube is light. I think it's fine. I think the reason he was doing that is probably like he obviously didn't realize he was doing it.
Yeah.
Or like that you could do it differently. It's just intuitive, and then like doing it where you don't like let go of the cube at all, because he was doing it where he was like keeping contact the entire time, right?
Yeah.
So it makes it easier to like not turn the cube accidentally, and like all the cubes that people use are really fast now, which is my next point I've written down.
Segue. I was about to do the segue. You did it. You beat me to it.
But it's like when the cube is so loose that you can do like, I don't know if I can do it on this cube right now, but I mean a few days ago on this cube I'm using at the moment, I could do a U5 with like one flick. And it's like when you can do that and you like throw the cube up to rotate, like it's really easy to do a turn accidentally.
Yeah.
So I think that might be like if no one tells you like do a rotation specifically like this, you might just intuitively develop what he was
do the
doing
one that doesn't
to avoid
turn the cube. Yeah. Well, you've been kind of trying to switch to fast cubes.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been trying to do that for like years now, but
What's the motivation? Is it just the world record holders doing it? So why shouldn't you?
kinda. But I think it's also like basically all the cubes now that are being produced are fast, so it's just like I don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, even the GAN 12 is like naturally really, really fast, but you can slow it down if you try really hard.
Yeah.
But then GAN 12s also need like a lot of break-in, and the GAN 16 doesn't really, like it's just really good out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just thinking if I can get used to the GAN 16, like it is just better in every way.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I have to get used to it. And
Yeah.
so far it's actually like this attempt that I've started making after Euros has been going really well.
So did you use a fast or slow cube at Euros? Like kind of in the middle?
No, I think it was just like slow, I'd say.
Okay.
Like compared to what people use now, it's definitely slow. It's like,
Yeah.
if
people
you
in
give
China.
that cube to like Zhuanyi, he'd say it's a brick. Like, you can't
Yeah, I feel like I've kind of been trying to switch to faster cubes, probably not quite as fast as like you're trying to go to, or like they use over here. And it's like sometimes you just get those solves where your turning is flawless and it just like feels so easy. And then sometimes you just like lock up from the start and then you lock up for the whole set. And it's like, I feel like my standard deviation when I use fast cubes is like huge.
Yeah.
But then I know that if I just actually lock in and get good at turning a fast cube, then hopefully I should just always get at the fast end.
Yeah, that's what I always found before when I was trying to switch to it, is like the deviation was just so massive with the faster cubes.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't handle the idea of like I could just get an 8 because I like mess up, lock up, and then like cube drop.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a mental thing where you do that a few times and then you get in your head like, oh, I don't want to lock up, I don't want to cube drop, and then you just get worse and worse.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I've just been like, you know, turning slow and precise, and like I'm getting pretty good at it. So I think this attempt I'm making is going pretty well.
What, attempt number 12 or something to switch to fast cubes?
But it's like what you're saying, like when you turn well on like a really loose cube, it feels amazing. Like it's like your hands are moving through air and not like turning a cube. It's just the feeling of it is unbelievable. It's like even if I get a bad time, but if I like turn well on a fast cube, I'm like so happy because it's like it's thrilling.
Yeah. It's like that is a reward in itself. Like you don't need the time to be satisfied. Well, I mean, let's go back to Euros a little bit. Tell me, like, just very broad terms, what was your experience like at Euros?
It was really good. It was hot.
It was hot.
It was extremely hot.
At least in the first 2 days.
Yeah, but even after that, because I think the venue was mostly hot because of like the roof. It was like it wasn't like a solid color. It was like translucent.
Yeah.
So the sun, if it wasn't like really cloudy, the sun would just heat up the inside of the venue like crazy.
Yeah. And then there was
literally,
also
I remember like at one point, I think he was doing 4x4 like round 1 or something. I go up to compete, and I say ready, and inspect the cube, and I put my hands on the timer. I was like, oh, that's warm. Which was nice. Like it heats up your hands when you're starting the timer, you know? It's like a built-in hand warmer.
Did you find your cube slimy?
No, I mean, I was ready for it because Theodore told me like over half a year ago, I think.
Yeah.
That venue is really hot because him and his family went there for Dutch Champs.
Oh yeah.
They said it would be really hot and like, you know, there wasn't much ventilation, so I just like prepared for that. Made my apartment really hot. Didn't open the windows. You know, I was ready.
That's crazy. I don't think I would have thought of.
So like, when I got to the venue and I saw like it was insanely hot, I was like, let's go.
I do remember you were like everybody is
so
like,
hyped,
oh my god, it's so hot in here. It's horrible. Then you're like, let's go. It's good. I'm prepared for this.
Yeah, I was feeling good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think despite like the heat, the atmosphere at Euros was...
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the only thing I was concerned about when I got to the venue and saw how hot it was, I was like, there's no way there's going to be a crowd. Like everyone's just going to leave. Home. Because it was like, I was ready for it. So I was mentally just like, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah.
But it was still like really uncomfortable to be in like physically. Like I was sweating buckets. So I was like, there's no way anyone's going to watch any of the finals. Like, this is just not possible. And then even day one, like 7x7 finals, which normally doesn't get that many people, like, it was just a full crowd. Like, it was ridiculous. It was so nice.
I was surprised as well. Like, there was the grandstands, the like seating on the floor. Like, it was hard to get a seat if you didn't get one early. And like everyone kind of like sat with their countries and their flags. The Irish crowd, I sat with them a lot.
The Irish like adopted everyone.
Yeah, they
anyone
adopted
that wanted
people.
to, they like gave them Irish flags and stuff.
Yeah, there's a Kieran posted on Instagram today, and it's me with an Irish flag on. That was a lot of fun. And the
Irish were so loud, like they were like carrying the crowd.
Yeah, I got home in Australia the other day. And Emily, my girlfriend, keeps on like trying to talk to me, and I feel like my hearing might be slightly damaged from like the Irish and like the French air horns and stuff.
Oh, the air horns were like diabolical.
I think my hearing might have gotten a little bit damaged. You didn't like the air horns?
I mean, okay, especially after Euros, we went to the soccer game.
Oh,
like at a bar, and people brought the air horns there.
Yeah.
And then like, they're like right next to everyone and just blowing the air horn. I imagine it was the same in the crowd. It's like,
It was but
like as
loud.
A competitor, you're so far away from it.
Yeah.
It's still really loud, the air horn.
Yeah.
But you're far enough away that it's not like deafening. But standing next to it, it was actually just like I couldn't hear a thing afterwards. It was really bad.
Yeah, like I love the atmosphere like it brought, and just like the kind of rowdiness the crowd was at the cubing competition. It got rowdy. But also I feel like my ears have been damaged a bit, so maybe we need to
maybe the air horns are a bit much.
Yeah, maybe the air horns are a bit much.
I also like the Italian crowd went insane after Kim Rogers' fourth solve, and I was in the same pair as him, like the last pair of the finals.
Because that's when Valerio
and I was so confused because like I just couldn't figure out like why they were cheering so much.
Yeah.
And like now I see why I was confused, because he didn't win. So, and I think I knew like there's no way he won.
Yeah. So you thought...
I was like, what? Like they would only be cheering if he had won. Like, because they were cheering that much. I was like, wait, he's won. But then I was like, well, I have 2 solves left, so that's not true. So what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was because he had podiumed. But it's just like they went so insane. I was like, I didn't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I can imagine that's pretty confusing.
Yeah.
And like you hear cheering after Kim Rogers' solve, and you're like, And then you look, and then you think, oh, Kim Rogers doing well. And then you look up, and then you see it's not the Norwegians cheering; it's the Italians. And they're like, oh, are they friends with Kim? What's going on here? Were they announcing times? I can't remember.
No, they weren't.
They weren't. So you had no idea what Kim was getting.
Yeah, I mean, you can still like hear the solve and hear the crowd reaction, but not much of an idea.
Yeah. What did you think of the Norway row?
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite chants.
Yeah.
And it was fun when like the whole crowd was doing it.
I mean, I was doing it in Nations Cup like when they were going against us.
Yeah. Well, you beat them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did beat them. Yeah, I mean, I think for me that was like the highlight of Euros. Like the venue was pretty hot and messy. There was like some organizational errors. The stream was a bit messy at times. I think we pulled off a good finals, which I was happy with. But I think just the atmosphere, like it to me, it felt a lot different to like Worlds last year. Or I wasn't at Euros in 24, but it seemed kind of similar to that. And I think that's what's missing from like these massive Chinese comps. It's like they don't have that kind of atmosphere here. It's like it's just not part of their culture.
I think it depends. Like the first year I was here, the atmosphere was like actually insane.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know really what the difference is. Like the only thing I know for sure is that it was an absolutely packed room.
Yeah.
So it was like the room capacity was like 500 and they had like more than 500 people probably because it was like they sold all the seats. Everyone was there. Like it was actually filled. And then there's like the staff and the competitors as well. So
yeah,
I think that's part of it.
I think this one's going to be pretty packed because it's going to be.
Well, we're like in a much
room.
more central location.
Yeah,
and it's a bit smaller.
And it's a smaller room. And I think Ming
really
was, yes, you said like 370 competitors. And like all of those will bring at least one spectator.
Yeah,
and then that's
they're spectators themselves as well. Anyway.
Yeah. So I think that room's going to be like full.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like that it's a smaller room.
Yeah,
so then like
it's
a smaller amount of people will make it.
It's way better to have like a small crowd, but it's completely packed than like a massive room and like a lot of space, but then it doesn't get full.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to hear some chants, you know?
Yeah. Because that atmosphere of like the room being packed is like nothing I've ever experienced like at another competition. Like it was just unbelievable.
Yeah. I think Euros, like despite that room being massive, I think the crowd did a good job at like.
Yeah, Euros was like the closest it's gotten to that.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. I don't know. I feel like Speedcubing's getting so close to like what I want it to be. You know, I think you mix the atmosphere and like the size of the audience at Euros, and then you take like the professionalism that comes with these like SSLs. If you merge those, chef's kiss. That would be perfect.
Oh, the one thing about the Euros stream that I didn't like is like I didn't watch most of the 3x3 finals, but I rewatched like my solves and Theodor's.
Yeah.
And I noticed for like my last solve.
Yeah.
What happened was I looked over like right after to see where I placed.
Yeah.
And they weren't showing the rankings. So I like turned back to the crowd to see if anyone would show me. No one was showing me anything. So then I'm just like confused. And then the stream cuts to a replay of my solve.
Yeah.
And then they show the rankings together with the replay. So I turn again to see the rankings. But they're not showing my reaction like on the stream because they're showing the freaking replay of my solve. So it's like you're cutting away to the replay as I'm reacting to the like, you know. It was
I was
and like it's all about the competitor reactions and stuff. So
I was disappointed.
Bad replay cut.
Yeah. And I think like the production team, at least in my head, like in commentary, I had like everything mentally prepared for you to pop off on the last solve and then lock in. Like I had
my bad, bro.
I don't know if I still have the notes, but like I was thinking throughout the thing, I'm like, oh, what am I gonna say when Tymon wins?
Yeah.
Like when Tymon wins. So it was sad.
Oh my god.
So it was sad because it's sad to not see you win. But yeah, like it was. I feel like we just weren't expecting or just weren't prepared for Theodore to win. Like there wasn't cameras.
That's
on
delusional. That, like I said on the stream interview that it was like 50-50 between me and Theodore.
Yeah, I think it was 50-50 going
also,
into
I think with him having a lower seed, like not even last pair, it becomes like 60-40 to him.
But I think after he gets that average, I think it's not 50-50.
Yeah. Yeah. After he got that, it was definitely like,
Yeah.
I should
But
have
no,
won it.
we kind of dropped the ball there a little bit. I
So
don't
did
know.
I. My bad.
things to work on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was still a super fun final. And I don't think we're not going to get many more of those style head-to-head finals. I don't think.
Not even at majors.
I don't know. It's still up in the air what's going to happen.
Right.
But I don't think there might not be many more. Worlds next year is like this. I know
Yeah.
that. And then after that, who knows what's going to happen? There's a lot of changes going on. A lot of changes going on.
I mean, I think personally, I'd like the majors to stay as like average and like everyone versus everyone format, because
Yeah.
that's just the format. But I think doing it as well, if I say head to head, we don't know which head to head I'm talking about, but like
Okay.
doing it as the classic WCA format of like alternating solves, but it's still just a normal round of like everyone goes against everyone.
Yeah.
It makes like absolutely no sense. So like they should change the 3x3 finals format to be like something else. I think having people go like just one by one, like it takes longer that way, but that would make more sense.
Yeah. I think I thought of this idea once. You have a final. Maybe make it a bit smaller, like 10, and then you do like mean of first 3 round averages to
Determine
seed you.
who does it. Yeah.
So then you can make it smaller because it's
Yeah, it's
less
more
volatile. And then you have slowest seed do a solve, and then like you get 10 seed does a solve, 9 seed does a solve, 8 seed, whatever.
Yeah.
First 10, and then you repeat it with the current rankings for that round. So the slowest then goes,
yeah.
and it goes
The only
through.
thing with that is that you can't do it on one station because then it would take too long. Like I think
Yeah.
for the competitors, it would be so bad to be waiting like between each solve for like 10 minutes if you have to swap out.
Yeah.
But if you have 10 stations and you're doing that, it would be a lot faster.
Yeah.
So I think you could reasonably do it. Like
just
you'd
need to
only
be
be waiting like a few
organising.
minutes.
Yeah. But then I think the important thing, like what I want from a commentator's perspective, is I
Not
want
simultaneous.
yeah, not
That's the main
simultaneous.
thing.
I have swayed away from simultaneous recently. I want the final winning solve to be like, I don't know, like when the final solve of the competition determines the winner. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's like,
Well,
we
okay,
can
if you're
see
not
the
doing
person
simultaneous, you might not always get that.
yeah.
Wait, no, you do.
You do.
Because like
you
the
do.
person either wins or loses it on the
Yeah, but like the thing like at the moment where like, you know, Max Park in 2023 or Theodore this year where the winner is like in the crowd waiting, I don't like that from like
Yeah.
a spectator
I think
perspective.
that's not that bad, but what's really bad is if like my BPA was so bad that I couldn't win it anymore on the last solve, which was very likely after
Yeah.
the first 2 solves I did. Like, I
yeah.
clutched up to even make it possible to win
Yeah.
after that, because like
Yeah,
it made it
that was
entertaining.
huge. Yeah,
But if I got like a 5 on the
fourth solve.
on the 4th solve,
And then
I'd
it
be
was
out
just
of it. So
over.
then it's just like dead. Like the atmosphere is gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I want to make sure the winner is like on stage when it happens. You know, like when they win. So I don't know how you can mess around with the average of 5 format to have that happen. Alternating head to head like Monkey League style. That happens.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best. Like
I mean, I think doing what, I mean, with average of 5, what you said of like doing 10 people and doing like 1 by 1, I think that works also, but you don't always get the last solve like
yeah,
meaning anything.
they might already have won by
Yeah.
the time it gets.
But they are on stage at least, like everyone
Yeah.
will be there.
Yeah. It would kind of be cool. Like maybe it's impractical, but you have like the big numbers like 1 through 10, and then you watch people slip down the rankings or move up.
But would they have to like swap stations?
Yeah,
Oh,
I-
that'd be like so hard to organize.
it would be, but think of how cool it would be. You
Bro,
know?
but think of the cube swaps. if they can't even,
Well, you just have
if they can't even get it right in Nations Cup, they're not getting it right with people swapping stations.
We're thinking of ideal world of humans not making errors, which doesn't happen really.
I mean, that doesn't happen in any sport. Like there's always gonna be errors.
So I guess you do have to minimize for that. But I don't know. I'm just like imagining. Valerio qualifies seed 10, and then he's like slowly moving up the rankings. Yeah. Kim Rogers falling down, like I don't know, and then coming back and then going back down. I think that would just be cool. Like instead of seeing
but then,
rankings,
dude, for the competitors, that'd be cooked because it's like moving up and down the stage like makes you aware of like other people's times and stuff.
But I think that's good.
Oh my god.
I think it adds more. Like it adds more to the solving. Like it's horrible as a competitor, but I think it's good for spectators, and like to see their reaction as they're told, "Oh, you've got to go that way or that way." I don't know. There we go. There's an idea. Tymon is really hoping this doesn't.
That was not good. But also, I think like average of 5 is just like too volatile. Like too many people are good for it to work because it's like when you have like 10 people, they're all really close in skill. It just becomes like completely random luck who actually wins when it's average of 5.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Even in 2x2, you can make the argument that I always make, which is like it's kind of like if you're on the same scrambles, it's like a 100-meter sprint. Like you could do best of 1 because everyone is one looking and it's the same scrambles. So in theory, if you don't find the same one look as someone else, that's like a skill issue. Yeah. But then it's like you can only do so many one looks. Like you can't do an infinite number of one looks. Yeah. So if like 2 people do 21 looks, which doesn't happen, but like just for the like devil's advocate, let's say they do 21 looks somehow. Yeah. Like it still will be like most of the one looks will be different one looks. Than the other person. So it's still like luck based who finds the better one. Yeah.
But it is interesting that like subconsciously you think like, oh okay, the smaller events need more solves and the slower events need less solves. Mm-hmm. But in reality it's kind of the opposite because there's
I guess like for the bigger cubes it like evens out over the course of the solve most of the time.
Yeah. But there's opportunities for more luck.
Like compared to the other people you're competing with, it is like even more randomized.
Yeah, that's interesting. I was like one last thing for you because you've got to go work soon.
Oh yeah.
But I was talking to my dad the other day. You know my dad.
Yep.
That geezer.
Yep. Classic.
And we were talking about head-to-head stuff, and I wanted to get his thoughts on simul solving versus alternating solving. And he agrees that alternating solving is the way to go, which is my opinion now too. But so PSL, right? It's allowed for the person solving second to watch the other person solve. Yeah. Firstly, what do you think of that? Do you think that's okay, or do you think
I don't think that's okay?
You don't think that's okay?
Because like, I mean, it just gives an advantage to the person going second in terms of like knowing the scramble. Yeah. And it's like we don't need that. Like, okay, in tennis, the person serving has an advantage. Yeah. But it's like you have to have someone serve, otherwise you can't play the game. Yeah. So like you don't really have a way to avoid it. But in cubing, you can just say, okay, you can't look at the scramble. Like.
Yeah, but like what I was thinking is I kind of want the 2 competitors to be able to see each other and see each other's reactions and stuff to the solve. And it's kind of hard to do that without them being able to see the cube. Yeah. Like at the moment, head-to-head finals is just kind of like, don't look at them. Like that's kind of the rule. It's just like, don't look at them, please. Which I don't know, it's kind of vague. So I'd like a more like stone rule.
Well, at the moment, even if you don't follow the rules, like you don't get penalized. Like in 3x3 finals at Euros, there was a competitor that used their phone, which we were told was not allowed. And I saw it, and a delegate like monitoring the competitors saw it, and nothing happened. Like the competitor was still allowed to do their solves and just compete, which is like you could just be cheating. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, I think there's like speedcubing's getting really serious, but then a lot of the organizing stuff is still kind of like pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, I think it hasn't caught up with like how big speedcubing is like competitively now, especially.
But it's also like there are procedures for like that. Like
Yeah.
you're not allowed to use phones in the big head-to-head like finals. But then like the organizers just won't do anything about it when people break
they're
it.
just
It's, like,
tired.
ridiculous.
You know, it's 4 days of volunteer.
Yeah, I mean that's
work, like,
also
all
the thing.
day.
Like when you're working like 12 hours a day in an oven, like it's not gonna go
yeah,
well.
yeah, and you're gonna go home poorer than you came
Yeah.
because you probably had to pay your own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like the main difference between China and the rest of the world. At least like outside of WCA events, like these.
But even in
organizers-
WCA events, they hire volunteers a lot of the time. From what I've heard.
I think so. Yeah, or at least they get like good incentives.
Yeah.
Because there's just more sponsorship money flying around. Because GAN are just like balling, you know? At least it seems like they're balling. I mean, look at this hotel.
Yeah.
It feels like
Yeah.
they're balling. So I think that's the big difference. There's just more money flying around here, and that money like trickles down to the organizers, which doesn't happen the rest of the world. All right, well, you've got to go
Okay,
work.
well, in Poland, they do get a lot of sponsors for comps.
That's
They
true.
just don't like do much with it.
Yeah, I wonder where that money goes. James Malloy, he
No.
moved to Poland.
It goes to like gift packs for the competitors and stuff. But
Toys.
you could like, you'd much rather make it a better like competing experience for the competitors than like give people like a free snack at check-in. I think.
Yeah, I enjoyed my free snack. The one.
Yeah, it's
pony
good, but
shop I
I'd
did.
much like I'd enjoy not having to staff like the entire day much more than a snack when I check into the comp.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. This has been a very like unprepared yap.
Yeah.
You've kind of carried this, so thank you for that. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's been
Impressive performance to stay awake
Thank
this
you.
whole time.
Thank you. I've been getting carried by tea and coffee, and adrenaline. All right. Well, I don't know when I might post this like right now. You know, why not?
Do you have like the data to do that?
True. We'll figure it
Yeah,
out. We'll
you'll
figure
have
it
to
out.
see
We'll
about
figure it
that.
out. I'll get like unlimited eSIM or something. This eSIMs are messy. This is all very messy. But we love China. We love SSL.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped. If there is a live stream, like an international live stream, I don't know where it's getting streamed.
I mean, they like almost always do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine they
so
will be.
GAN YouTube. I'll like pin a link to that as well if I do end up posting this.
Yeah, I think last, or maybe 2 years ago, or last year, I was on like Speedcubing TV, or somewhere. I don't know. But it'll be somewhere.
It will be somewhere.
I think if you look up like GANCUBE SSL, you will find it. Like it'll pop up.
Hopefully, they flew me out here for some reason, you know. So I hope they are broadcasting it internationally somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy your photo shoot.
Will do.
I'll see you later. And thanks for watching and thanks for joining. All right. Give me a dap. Let's nail it.
Yeah. It's decent. It's decent.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of fun.
That was good.